Another day of traffic. Don't you just love it? Right, what I'd like to go over today is a little bit about how we're going to get the different traffic sources and how we're going to do a universal thing. So it doesn't matter what sort of platform that you're on, we know that we can still go out and get the traffic that you need for what it is, right? So let's just quickly make sure I've got this so I can see any comments, just in case any of you guys jump on and want to say hello or anything else you'd like to say. Right, so what I'm going to do is I've actually made some slides up because my memory is shocking. And I've managed to freeze on my own screen, which is never a good sign. So let's see if we can share the screen. So let's go through these slides and hopefully you guys are going to understand what I'm going to be talking about, because it's going to be an overall view, which is going to give you massive oversight on your full traffic. When you're trying to drive ads and drive organic traffic, then this means if you keep all of this in mind, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, right? When you're using these sort of methods, and what happens is it doesn't matter if it's Google, if it's Facebook, if it's your posts, doesn't matter what it is. If you keep all these in mind, then you will get a lot better results. So these are all evergreen. So all of your traffic sources should always be evergreen. No matter what goes on and no matter what changes, then you will always be on top. Hey, Susan, how are we doing? You'll always be on top as long as you keep all of your methods evergreen. So what that means, it means that a lot of people, when they're talking about traffic, they don't think of traffic as human beings. They think of them as just traffic, and that's one of the biggest downfalls that you get. Now, when I first started, I started with a bricks and mortar store. So I actually started off, one of my first ones was my sister's hairdressers. And because it was bricks and mortar, Google was the easiest thing in the world to do SEO back in the day. You basically used to word stuff, and then once you had keyword stuff, the whole website, you got ranked and you end up on the first page for your particular area. And I think my record was I got a site up there for about a week. It was something ridiculous like this that normally would have cost a small fortune. Now, SEO has changed massively because what happened was everybody was done with a Google slap. And what happened with the Google slap was they changed all about keyword stuffing. They then started ranking on relevance. You then start scoring highly on relevance. And now they've got something with relevance and backlinks and the amount of time people spend on it and all of these various things. Now, we are going to go into each individual traffic source and we're going to go through each of those in the main training. So once you get Chatbot, then you get access to the main training area. And all of these we go through in depth and show you exactly how to do every one of the traffic sources. But what I want you to bear in mind is that these traffic sources are going to keep on changing. So rather than sitting waiting for every new course that comes out, I want you to keep these evergreen systems in mind. And what that's going to do is going to help you all the way through, no matter which traffic source you ever choose. So what happened was Google done the Google slap. And right now, you see a lot of people raving about Facebook. Facebook's heading the same way. Everybody started seeing the traffic prices increasing and the actual effects of their ads decreasing. Right, so people's going out and spending an awful lot more money on Facebook and they're not getting the same ROI return. Now, you will see some of these gurus who's on saying that they're getting 10x returns and all this sort of stuff. Most of them actually aren't. It's plain and simple. They'll show you all of these inflated sales ratios, very, very easy to set up. If you want an inflated sales ratio, you just tell Facebook that it's worth X amount of pounds and put it straight in there. Now, what that means, it means that if you're using all these new systems that come along, so TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of these different things, what is it? You've got a roller coaster of your traffic. So your traffic's going up and down all of the time. And it means that you're constantly battling to try and keep the traffic in a constant flow so you can make a good living for yourself within this constant flow. So what we need to do is we need to go back and look at the direct mail people. So back in the day of Dan Kennedy and people like this, where they used to send out the actual mail to your mailbox, right? This was how it all started, and these are basically the masters. They were spending money on stamps, and so therefore they needed their money to come back in return. And they use exactly the same principles as what we should be doing right now. So the internet is only a media, right? It's nothing that's special. If you talk to Dan Kennedy, he actually says he thinks it's a fad and it's going to be going away. Now, I don't think it's going to be going away, but it's got to be treated just like a media source. So exactly the same as TV, radio, newspapers, junk mail, everything else you can imagine. The internet is just another source for you to get out there. Now, the huge advantage the internet does have is it's all trackable, right? Which is one of your most important factors because you need to be getting everything trackable in there, which then means you can go and you can start your evergreen strategies because you know that they're going to work. So what we actually have is truisms that aren't true. Now, this was actually on a lecture, or one of Russell Brunson's lectures, and he got a guy up to talk. And what he started saying about was when people are sitting watching all these various different tutorials, and they're trying to watch, and they think they're going to be given the secret on how to make $1 million. And the secret is, the biggest secret, is to take ownership of the result before you know how to do it. Right now, let's just explain that a little bit. So what that means is, it means if I say I'm going to go out and make $10,000, I know that result is going to happen. Now, I don't exactly know how I'm going to do it. I don't know my exact route to do it. But as long as I've got in my mindset that that's going to actually work, then it will work. I will find a way around it. The problem that you get, well, actually, this is following on from it. It's like saying I live in Newcastle, just near Newcastle. It's like me saying I'm going to drive to London only when I can see Big Ben, right? So when you're going to set off to drive to London, well, I can see Big Ben, then that's when I'm going to start. It's the same thing as what a lot of marketers do. They're trying to learn everything, but without actually taking action. They think that the end result is going to come across in one of these secret little things, and somebody's going to say the magic words. And everything that's said is more or less a magic word. As long as you think that you can do it, then you have got the advantage over everybody else. So what you're taught in school about knowing the right answers, that is not the way to get success, right? Nobody knows all the right answers as far as internet marketing goes. It's a permanently evolving thing. So what you need to be doing is you need to be learning the answers that's going to settle you straight away. Now, that's not to say that when you're trying to learn these answers, let's go back to this one, sorry. So when you're trying to learn these answers, a lot of people are trying to start out on their journey, and within their journey, they say, right, okay, well, I need to learn traffic. I need to learn Google ads. I need to learn Facebook ads. I need to learn YouTube ads. I need to learn organic traffic. I need to learn this, that, and this. That's not the ideal way to think about it. Rather than think about, I need to learn this, think about who knows how to do this. So if you've got your niche in place and you know where your niche hangs out, which we're going to come on to, already you're halfway there. Now, if you have a vision and you're sharing your vision, you're going to be surprised how many people is going to actually jump on your vision and help you do what it is that you want to do. So it's knowing the who rather than the how, right? So don't start putting yourself across for trying to think you need to know everything. You don't. You only need to know where you're going to go on this journey and the various bits that's going to fit in along the way. Now, personally, I would say use our group. Our group's excellent. There's a load of people in there who know an awful lot of stuff, and everybody's got their own speciality. So it means that you might need a copywriter. So you can ask for a copywriter. Now, you don't have to pay money to these people. What you can do is you can swap a talent that you have for a talent that they have. So it's a trade of time and trade of what you know. And this way, it means both of you are going to be successful. Now, let's have a look. Why I keep on saying that, I keep on saying don't aim for the money, right? Now, what I mean by that is I mean that if you serve people, the money comes naturally, right? If you find your target audience and your ideal clients, then you're going to find that the money's going to start coming into you without a problem at all, right? And what's going to happen is money will fix 99% of all the problems that you have right now. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call as well at the same time. Money will fix 99% of all the problems that you have right now. So you know that if you have the money in place, I guarantee most of your problems will fade away. So another truism that isn't true is time is not money, right? What people are doing at the moment, who's going out to work, is they're wasting a whole load of their time for somebody else's small amount of money, right? That's not the way to think about it. The way to think about it is if you use your time to make your money, so use your time and put automated systems in place, then what you can then do is multiply the amount of money that you can use. Because if I'm just working only by myself and I'm only working on my own efforts, it means I can only work around about 16 to 18 hours a day. All right. Now, if I'm working 18 hours a day, I can only get a set amount of money per day, particularly if I'm only selling to one person. Now, if I have my systems in place, I can work ultimate amount of times per day. I've got 127 pages on my Chatbot account. That's 127 times me all going out and answering emails and putting up posts and everything like this. And it's all automated. So I don't need to worry about any of that side of things. I can just worry about, well, trying to give value, actually, which is one of my main points. So another one, people love to buy but hate to be sold. This isn't true at all, right? People love to buy and they love to be sold. If I'm wanting to go out and buy something, I want somebody to come out and sell it to me, right? I love salespeople. Salespeople come out and they're going to show me something that I'm interested in. I'm over the moon. And I want to find out as much as possible about it, right? People hate to be convinced. They don't hate to be sold. They hate to be convinced. Now, what convincing is, it's making somebody do what you want them to do. And this is not the easiest way for you to start selling. If you're going out and you're trying to convince everybody, then what you've got is, first off, you've got a cold crowd, right? You've got a cold audience who don't know that you've got the solution to your problem. Instead of trying to convince everybody, what we need to be doing is we need to be persuading people, right? Which is complete opposite. Persuading somebody is helping somebody make a decision that they want to make, right? Now, they might not know they want to make it. They might only know they've got a pain point. But when you show them the solution and you persuade them into, look, this is the correct solution for you, this is going to solve all your problems, right? And then you can show them how it's going to do it. You're not trying to convince them anymore. You're showing them a solution to what they've got. So the persuasion thing is so much easier. It means you don't have to go out and sell. Now, when you take real decisions, you'll always make that option. So when you actually get somebody to decide on something, then they will always do that option. And what happens is people will say that they've decided to make money online, or they've decided to use chatbots. Then they'll watch all the training and everybody starts off the training exactly the same way. I guarantee there's only about half the people who's watching this day right now, because everybody starts off really enthusiastic. And the first day, there's a load of people all sign up and they all sit and watch it and they go, right, that's cool. I like that. Give a lot of information. It's all good. Then day two, something will happen and they won't get day two. Day three, some more people will drift off. Day four, some more people will drift off. And it's the people who on day five and the people who are pausing the videos and going, right, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do that. Who's actually the ones who's going to make the money? They're the ones I can almost tell who's going to make the money straight away, because the questions I get asked of the people who are going to make money are all about the customer. The questions I get asked about the people who aren't going to make the money are normally all about the money, right? So you can get all of the education that you want, right? Education is a great, great thing. But what you must do is you must make sure that you start on the path, even if you don't know the solution. Now, if you think about, hi Nam, how you doing, mate? If you think about your GPS, right, the ideal thing to think about, like I was saying before, if I was going to travel to London, but I wasn't going to set off up until I could see Tower Bridge, I'd be wasting my time. I would never, ever set off. And this is the same reason why your satellite nav only gives you one instruction at a time, right? It doesn't give you all the instructions. If I'm driving to London, it's not going to give me the full rundown of every road I need to take to get to London. It's going to give me step by step by step. And each step's performed in order, which means I'm going to get to London, right? Which is pretty cool, which is exactly what it is. So you don't have to know how to do everything. It's all about the who instead of the what, right? So stop thinking of traffic and start looking at your traffic as actual people, all right? Now, this mind switch alone will get you an awful lot more people in, because you can start putting yourself in that position of where you were before you started achieving, or before you started going after this particular niche. Now, with any luck, this niche would have been something that you've already been involved in. So you'll already know how you felt when you very first started off. And that's the mindset that you need to be getting people into. That's the mindset you really need to be into. So what you want to be doing is you want to be taking your dream customers on a journey, all right? So your dream customers are starting off where you started, which is basically, I don't know. I don't know what to do, right? Give me some advice on what to do. I want to do whatever your niche is. Now, your journey is, firstly, if the dream customers, then you know exactly who they are and what they want to achieve. So let's say, for example, actually, we'll take one of my examples. For a while, I was a photographer for quite a while. I was actually on the TV over in America and whatnot, with photography. Now, my dream customers at the time, I was somebody's dream customer. I was the biggest dream customer they could ever have. Because when I went on the TV, the flew us over to America. I was over in Miami there for 4 weeks or something ridiculous. And when I arrived there, they had all better camera kit than me. Now, I was everybody's dream customer, because the next day I went to a camera shop and I bought everything. I went ridiculous because I had to keep up with these other guys who were shooting for really prestigious magazines that I wasn't quite there yet. And I was one of three. So I was one of the top three. And I knew these other two guys were better than me because, well, I thought it was because they had better equipment. So I wanted to go out and I wanted to buy better equipment. And because they pulled out a better photograph than me, I bought everything. And I mean, I bought books on it. I bought everything on it. It was absolute nightmare. And the worst thing is, I was lecturing at a university as well on photography as well at the same time. So you can only imagine how much I was on spending. So by now you should know your niche and you should know who you want to serve, right? If you know your niche and you know who you want to serve and you've done that worksheet I gave you the other day, you're going to be 5 steps ahead of all of this. Now, serve should be your main motivator. So the money worries will go away. Like I say, money will solve 99% of all the problems. And if your main motivator is serving your ideal customer, the money's just it's gonna fly in, because you're helping people, you're giving people value. And what happens is the more value you give to somebody, the more money you make off that particular person, because they'll go up your value ladder. It's that sort of simple. So this is what we have bait for. This is our whole lead magnet, which I give you guys. So our lead magnet is, for this particular occasion, affiliate marketers, much like yourselves. And the bait is you want to get more traffic. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get more traffic. I'm going to keep these factors in mind. Your bit might be something completely different. If I'm going fishing and I'm fishing for, I don't go fishing. This was a bad example to use. If I go fishing, I'm looking for a tuna. I'm pretty sure I use different bait from tuna to what I would with a crab, right? So I set the bait for who it is I'm trying to get in, because we're making our own blue ocean, which we're going to go into before. So if your customer's cold customers, what you'll always find is cold customers start from a point of pain, right? They have a pain that they need straight away. So my example on photography, somebody pulled out a shot that I couldn't get because I didn't have the particular lens. So my pain point was, I want that shot. I don't mind going out and paying £5 for this lens, right? So if somebody come to me that particular day and said to me, listen, I've got £5 lens, do you want to buy it? They would have had my £5 every single day of the week. Now, I had another friend who was an architectural photographer, and he needed a tilt and shift lens. He paid £10 for this tilt and shift lens because he was in massive pain. He had the shot he had needed to get done. He had to get done that day. He needed this particular lens. It was a nightmare to get hold of, torture. So we're going to start. Anybody who's a cold prospect, we're going to start with their pain point, and we're going to promise to get them out that pain point. Next people are the warm people. So these people know they've got a problem, and they know that there's a solution out for the problem, right? They know what their problem actually is. So these warm people, you can start off straight away with the solution, right? So you can say, okay, listen, I've got exactly the solution that you're looking for. And what you'll find with warm prospects is they're not so much bothered about the pain point. They'll start going towards a pleasure point, right? Because the pain point is somebody who's just say starting off in internet marketing, or just say starting off on whatever it is they're doing. And from that particular pain point, they want to get out of that. They want, I need $1,000 for my rent, right? That's their pain point. So, right, okay, well, we're going to show you how to get traffic in to get $1,000 for your rent. I need more traffic to my pain point. Now, if it's a warm solution, we've got if it's a warm lead, then what we can do is we can do it easier. Then it's going to be, okay, well, listen, what we've got the solution, which is going to bring you in around about 5,000-6,000 traffic per day to any of your offers if you keep on doing these particular things. That, of course, doesn't mean you're going to sell more, and so on and so forth. Now, the last one is your hot solution, right? So the hot solution, you can start with the product. Now, when I say start with the product, we're not going to actually do a product as such, because if we go in, let's use the chatbots, for example, right? So let's use chatbots. So right now, there's going to be always a market leader, and one of the market leaders is ManyChat, right? Now, ManyChat won probably about 90% of all of the chatbot marketing. Market leader in funnels is ClickFunnels. GrooveFunnels has come up quite rapidly. And what you've now got is you've got a load of people going out and they're trying to sell ClickFunnels, and they're trying to sell GrooveFunnels, and they're trying to sell ManyChat. Well, that's not going to work, because you've got, what, 50,000 affiliates all going after, all trying to sell ClickFunnels, GrooveFunnels, chatbots, right? What's the difference? What's the differential? So what you need to do is think about, right, okay, well, let's say funnels. Funnels work an absolute dream with realtors. So why don't I start selling funnels to realtors, right? Everything that's given on all of the sales pages, you can say, listen, I know these are like sales funnels, but I've got a product that I'm going to give to you first, which is going to make your sales funnel work an absolute dream for your niche, right? It's so simple. And every single business is more or less the same. You need leads, you need money, right? That's everything a business is. Everybody will say their business is unique. Of course they do. I say my tattoo studio is unique. It's not. I need sales. I need leads. It's that simple. Now, Again, with the chatbot, if I'm going out and I'm just trying to sell my chatbot system, well, that's not going to really work because I'm up against ManyChat, Chatfuel, Chatmatic, and all of these other people who's all trying to sell the exact same thing as what I would be trying to sell. Now, obviously, we've done a lot more to ours, so ours is a complete different system. So what I'm now starting to call it, I'm calling it a sales flows. Right, and these sales flows, we can make them come in from everywhere. So we can start making sales flows come in from LinkedIn, from Instagram, from your WordPress site, and all of the rest of it. So we're now showing a different value than what everybody else is. And so it's still a blue ocean. So it means we're not fighting with a load of other reps. If I'm going out and selling groove funnels, I'm not going to go out and just try and sell groove funnels. I'm going to go out and show groove funnels and how much we can improve groove funnels by using our sales flows in with groove funnel sales flows and how we can get all of that going. And we're actually getting a couple of steps forward now with the groove mail, I'm pleased to say. That is driving me around the twist. Right. Where was I up to? Right. So everybody needs different approaches and different offers. So cold, you need a completely different ads, you need different posts, you need different offers because they're not going to be interested in chat ammo. So if I go into a restaurant, I say, right, who wants chat ammo? If I stand up in a marketplace and I shout, who wants chat ammo? Nobody's gonna have a clue. If I stand up and I say, right, who wants to make money online? I'm going to get an awful lot more people who's going to put their hands up, right? And so it's a different framing of the same product for different temperatures. So beginning, we're going to start moving people away from pain. Then once they get a little bit warmer, we're going to start moving them towards pleasure. And then we can switch the opportunity now. Switching the opportunity, which is key. If, say, for example, that people's in the make money niche, they've all got different vehicles that they use on this particular make money niche. So let's say, for example, somebody is using, sorry, I'll just check this. Say, for example, somebody's using real estate, right? And they're making money via real estate. So they've took that particular vehicle for real estate and they're going quite happily. And what they're doing is they're renting, right? So they're buying real estate, they're doing it up and they're renting it out. Now, I might come along and I might say, right, okay, well, I know a way to rent it out and get higher money and you can turn it around faster. Well, that's not really anything exciting because they're already on the route with that thing. So you're 9 times out of 10 going to get them going, well, I'm already on this path, so I'll just stick with this one. Instead, if I go in and say, right, okay, I'm going to show you how to do real estate, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to get properties in. We're going to get repossessed properties and we're going to flip those repossessed properties and we can flip them really quick. Well, that's a completely different offer. And if somebody's already in a vehicle, the easiest way to do it is start throwing stones at that vehicle, right? So take ManyChat, for example. So if somebody's already on ManyChat, then you go, right, okay, well, yeah, ManyChat's pretty good as a chatbot. That's all it is, though. You can't get traffic in from LinkedIn. You can't get traffic in from WordPress. You can't get this in. How are you going to do such and such? Does it link up to Groove? How many different payment systems does it have? Well, you can't really get a payment system. You're going to have to buy Shopify. Why would you go out and buy Shopify when it's already built in? So you've got all of these different parts that you can start not slagging off their particular vehicle, but you can show a much better vehicle, a different opportunity for them all together where everything's all combined. Now, let's have a look. So we're not going to do an improvement offer. So instead, we're going to do a brand new opportunity, right? We don't want to do improvements. And this is how Trump actually won the election. He didn't promise let's make America a little bit better. It was let's make America great again. You know what I mean? It was like it was a brand new opportunity. The way that he said it was going to be a different way of doing it. Build a dirty great wall. He's going to do all this sort of stuff. And it was a brand new opportunity, which is why people started voting for him because they're all fed up of doing the same old same thing. And if you promise somebody something new and you can deliver on that something new, all of a sudden you become the center of what they want. So, for example, the lead magnet that we give away a lead magnet because it's got a lot of value in it, right? We also do the $1 for 14 days because it has a lot of value. And once somebody tries the 14 days, then that's all we want. And we've only ever had 2 refunds on Chat Ammo. And the thing is, I believe that Chat Ammo is the best thing out there for people to go out and make money with. So I actually get annoyed when people don't buy it. Like, it's a bit stupid. When I see people go in and they get a trial and they don't take up the opportunity, I keep thinking, why are they not doing this? Like, my system works so much faster than any other system out there. And if you follow along with my system, it works. Like, I'm proof. I've shown it time and time again. I've run agencies with it. I've run affiliate programs with it. I've run all these different things with my thing. That's only $1 for 14 days. And then you get all that training. And so I gets really confused and really het up. Now, you should feel the exact same passion about whatever the niche is that you're going into and whoever your ideal crowd is. Now, my ideal crowd is entrepreneurs looking for a good route that's solid and it's going to get them there in an evergreen manner. Now, let's have a look because I've forgotten where my slides are. So if they're already using something, get them to where they want to be, they're easy to get into yours. So that's exactly what I was saying about throwing stones at their particular vehicle. And if we do that, then they're already simple to get because they're already on that journey. They already know which journey they want to be onto. So now what we're doing is we're just changing their route a little bit and we're giving them a better, faster way to actually get to where they want to be. So creating value, like I spoke about yesterday with the lead gen, and getting them in with a cheap or free offer. So we get them into their thing, get them into our ecosystem. Sorry, I've had a long day today. I've been making plant pots half the day. So it's been proven that if you get people's social email addresses, right? So that's the email address they sign up for the likes of Facebook, Instagram, and things like this with, they are 80% more likely to buy from you, right? So that's huge. This is why I keep on saying use your chat ammo on the front end of your opt-in page, because if we get their social media email address, we're so many steps ahead. It's beyond all belief. Sorry, my girlfriend's just come out and she's working out outside. Right. So if you give value to them, then you're going to win. And the easiest way to give value is, of course, give away something for free or something that's only around $7. So it's a no-brainer kind of value. And we give them such an offer. All we want to do is want to do everything we can just to get them into that first part. Once we get them in that first part, the rest of it's easy. So what we've got is we've got search-based marketing and we've got interruption-based marketing, which I can't spell interruption, obviously. So search-based marketing is back in the olden days when you used to go to the shop and you were looking for, we'll use the toaster again. You went to the shop, you're looking for a toaster, you look through the various different shop things, you found the toaster that was the cheapest, you bought the toaster, you come back home, and that was it. Now, this is only what people needed. People didn't used to buy things that they desired because they were never really shown what they desired at all. So it sort of went shops, yellow pages, Google, YouTube, and that's the search-based marketing. Now, if you're doing search-based marketing, what happens is it's pretty much a race to the cheapest product. If you've ever listed on Amazon, I don't know if we've got any Amazon sellers, but if you list on Amazon, what happens is people go on Amazon, they start scrolling down Amazon, and they buy whatever's cheapest. So there was a conservatory on Amazon, and the conservatory was, I think it was about $3,000 or something ridiculous like this. Now, I'll come on to a story a little bit later, but $3,000 for a conservatory, ridiculous. But people were buying it. They'd sold an awful lot of these conservatories. You had to fit it yourself and all the rest of it. Well, I don't understand why anybody would want to do that. So next you've got interruption-based marketing. Now, this is based on what somebody wants. Now, another job I used to have was actually selling double glazing. Not something I'm proud of, but it works. And it was during the time when everybody wanted UPVC double glazing. But there's a great program on Channel 4, I think, which is called White Gold. And what we used to do was we used to have canvassers who used to go around and used to knock on people's doors and they used to make appointments for us to come in and sell them double glazing. And we done exactly what Russell Brunson keeps on preaching, which is hook, story, offer. So I would go into somebody's house, I would find out what the hook that would suit them best was. So if they had a wife and kids, I would show them how the window opens inwards so that if there's a fire, then they can get the window open, not going to have to vacuum. I would show them the security features of it. I would show all these different things. And I would lead with the interruption-based marketing. Now, the windows that I was selling were a lot more expensive than anybody else's windows. I worked for a company called Storm Sale. It was not a good company. But I worked for a company called Storm Sale. And so what happened was when we went into somewhere, we used to sell double glazing, and it used to sell for an awful lot of money. That's because I was in somebody's home. Now, there was other places where you could order your double glazing, and you would just ring them up, and you could find them on Google. And what would happen is they were all cheap as chips double glazing. But a lot of people would buy our double glazing. I had a 1 in 3 closing ratio within double glazing thing because I would sit and I'll find out all the different people's problems. I would give them value. I would show them exactly what the whole thing was all about, and they would pay a lot more money. It's because they're inviting people in. So distraction is based on perceived value, not distraction. Interruption marketing is based on the perceived value that they're going to get from this. So if I'm just listing a product on Google, I can't give them that much perceived value. And this is why, another reason why we're using the lead magnets. Sorry, I'm watching this phone. I shouldn't be. It's another reason why we use the lead magnets. If we use a lead magnet and people have searched for us and they've landed on our page, our opt-in page, and they see they're going to get all of this for free, which somebody else is trying to sell for a fortune, they're a lot more likely to jump onto ours through the search-based marketing. And then once they've jumped onto ours, that's when we can start offer stacking. So we can start building up the offers. We can do the value ladder. So we start off with the 7 or the free, we go up to 47, 200, 1,000, so on and so forth, because we've got them now into our ecosystem. So now we've got time to tell them the story about why ours is so much better. And what this means is it means that we've got various advantages and disadvantages with search-based marketing and interruption-based marketing. So search-based marketing, we know that they're red hot, right? Because they're out searching for what it is that we've got, right? So they are looking for a way to sell more with Facebook. Well, we've got that. They are looking for something that's going to automatically post to Facebook. We've got that. They're looking for a way to sell through Instagram. We've got that. So we know that if they put in any of these search terms, we've got them straight away. We have the results for them. Now, if we're giving away that for free on the first part, we're giving them a load of value on that, right? So how to get more traffic on your Facebook as a training. Then by the time we show them the offer, they've already seen an awful lot of our product, by which point they're going to start desiring it. So it makes it easier again. The downside is, as I say, it's a race to the lowest price, and there is no advantage to being the second cheapest in a market at all. Right? I would much rather be the most expensive. We're not at the minute because obviously I want to get everybody well started off before we start going into the whole groove thing. So at the minute we still have the specials on, but they will be going very, very shortly. Now, interruption marketing is based on the value that you give. So it's the perceived value. And the more value that you give, the more money they pay for that perceived value, and the more you keep on making. So you can also do warm traffic, right? Now, warm traffic is because we're using targeting interests. So if I'm going to be going out and selling, let's say I'm going to go out and sell Groove. Things I could be targeting would be the real estate agents. I could go in all the interest-based market, well, the universities where the real estate agents train, and I would use the Chatbot Interest Explorer to find all of those. So I'll go through. I would Google which universities have the best real estate training, which particular things have the best real estate training, and I would target all of those. Then I would send out my Groove pages with free value. So I'd say unique samples for free. There's a complete real estate website. Who are they going to go for? If I were to give them a free real estate website, and then I say, right, okay, well, listen, we do have this thing on traffic for real estate agents, same training as what you can already have. So we've got this traffic for real estate training. You can have that as well. Then we've got this, which is a little bit more advanced. That's going to be $70. And then we can start building up the whole thing. By the end of it, we can sell the 360-degree cameras. We can go into absolutely anything. We can sell email autoresponders to anything. So we can fulfill all of their wants, right? Even if they don't know the perceived value. So they don't even know they want it yet up until they see it. It's when you sit and scrolling through Facebook and suddenly something catches your eye. You click the button and all of a sudden you're on somebody's opt-in page. You're putting in your email address, normally a false one. And then you're getting all of their details and you're now officially on their email list. This is the same thing. We're just grabbing their attention. We're putting out hooks there that's going to get your ideal customers interested. Now, you might have to experiment with your hooks a little bit, but it works. It's lovely. So you should be using both search-based and interruption marketing. It's the best way to do it because if you're using both, it means you're catching them from both ends. So you're getting everybody coming in. So you can be running Facebook ads. The Facebook ads would speak more about their whole desires. So if you're starting off with a cold traffic, if you haven't done the whole nation down thing yet, you're going to start off with the various pain points that we've got. So one of the pain points could be, are you not getting enough traffic to your real estate agencies? Are people driving past your signs and not ringing in? Use this QR code. Things such as this, right? So we can show them the particular pain points and we can show them a fix in that particular pain point. And we can give that fix away. We can show them a complete training on how to get more people ringing them up or get in contact with them through their boards on the outside, through the advertising boards. The same with search marketing. The search marketing, if they put in marketing for real estate agents and yours comes up and you have a completely free training for real estate marketing agents, you have a 5-day lead magnet, all about realtors, then suddenly you've caught that particular realtor or whatever it is that your niche is. Now, let's have a look where we're up to. So what I want you to do, quite simple. I want you to think of the different search terms. Now, this is something I do quite a lot. You've probably seen us doing it within Google Ads and whatnot. So what would your ideal customers be looking for? So if people are searching and they're on the internet, what would your cold prospects be looking for in your particular niche? Do you have a video on that? Are you promoting GrowFunnels with realtors? Yes, I have promoted GrowFunnels with realtors. It's all in the main training as well, mate. So once you get Chatbot, then what happens is you get into my main training, which has an awful lot of stuff in there. And all of the funnels that I've got will actually be coming in. But this is what I'm saying. What happens is everything that you've actually been given on this affiliate training works on anything. So you can use this affiliate training for real estate. Just change some of the bits, right? Instead of saying affiliate, if realtors have huge problems getting traffic. And what they're doing at the minute is they're paying to these various different huge realtor.com is one of the biggest ones. And they're paying out fortunes per month to get this. Could you show us where the main trainers are? Yeah, it's in your online thingy. I'll come to that bit though. Right, so I'll get through this bit first though. So got searching. So what are they people going to be searching for? Right? What is if the cold traffic and the real estate agents, they're going to be searching for how do I get more traffic to see my offers, my homes, right? Where can I advertise as a realtor? Realtor marketing, things like this, right? That's if they're cold. They know they've got a problem. Problem is they're not getting enough traffic. Now, warm, what they might be looking for. So, they might be looking for real estate agents, agencies that will help realtors, marketing agencies, things like this. Now, if they're scrolling, and we're still taking the realtor thing. So, if they're scrolling, what might stop them in their tracks while they're scrolling through? Right, so they're sitting scrolling with a whole realtor thing. What is it that you can put in front of them? So you could call them out. So realtors of Florida, which is the way I would target down the ads. Are you finding enough buyers for your homes? Have you got enough homes to sell, which is a problem we've got at the moment? And straight away, you've now got them right in order. And then also think about the warm side of it. What would the warm traffic be searching for? What is it that you're going to give to the realtors? Realtors called? Yeah, how to find home sellers. Yes. Now, the how to find home sellers on the realtors, what you could offer them is you could offer them an ebook, right? So if you've already used the ebook thing and that we give away, you could use the ebook and you could make up a free download for how to get more money for your home, right? And you can say to realtors, right, you can give this away. For the training, if you come into Chat Ammo and come down to Online Empire and go into here, remember, all of these bits, that's for affiliate marketing, right? You can be one of these for real estate. You can use them for any single niche because unless you're a realtor yourself, then you want people to come out and buy your particular prospect, your particular object, your particular course, your particular chatbot, your website. You want to upgrade on Groove. You want all this sort of thing. So all of these are all down here as well. Is there a site for free ebooks? I had one, lost the site. There's not really. See, we give away a load of ebooks. We give away ebooks on our JV page, which is chatamo.com/JV. Now, all of these here, right? So templates is going to be an absolute stack of templates in here. So free website, sales funnel, get clients with Facebook, sales marketing with chatbots, Dan Kendi, always read his, $100 million offers. All of these can all relate to any single thing that you want them to relate to. So it doesn't matter what niche you're in. This training will still get you through all of that niche. You've got all the different payment things. So let's take, for example, from real estate. And what we could then do is we could say, right, okay, well, what we can do for you is if they're driving past and they see your boarding, we can give them a QR code. They can go past, scan the QR code, and they're straight into your chatbot, right? That's one way we can do it. Another way we can do it, okay, are you finding that when you're putting out posts on your particular websites, then what happens is putting out posts on your Facebook pages, you're not getting a massive response. Well, we can automate all that for you, so you don't need to worry about that. Everybody's going to get automated. Everybody's going to get tagged. We're going to find out the exact details of what sort of houses they want and everything like this, right? So these are other methods that we can use for them. Yeah, 10 easy fixes to get. Yes, exactly. So you can have 10 easy home fixes to get your top dollar for your home for sale. Say, awesome. Now, this is why I use that designer, however it's supposed to be spelled, designer And that designer, you can make up these books. All of this stuff you can find on the internet. And just, if you want, go onto a big real estate site, rip off their stuff, and then just say taken from, and just credit them. If you credit them, they're okay with that. There's normally not a problem at all. Now, you've also got, let's say, for example, let's move on to restaurants. Let's move on to a bricks and mortar store. We can now set up a full e-commerce store. So now we can go out and sell to bricks and mortar stores. So we can sell to bricks and mortar. We can sell to e-commerce people. We can sell to all this. We've now just put in a new feature in the e-commerce store, which now got delivery zones in there as well. So you can also charge for the delivery zones. We can also say, right, okay, well, what we can do is we can get you and take over all your marketing if you want to do this, right? You can do absolutely anything. This is all part of making your offer absolutely irresistible. So Interest Explorer, go on Interest Explorer. We can now go in and we can find any single interest that is on Facebook. We give you an extra 200 interests more than what Facebook does, right? So then you can just put that interest straight into Facebook and you've now got a better thing. You can go into, there's just so much. You can do the photo editing for them, so they don't need to go out and buy Photoshop. We can do the basic photo editing for them, so they don't have to go and pay for Canva. We can do the Instagram bot, which is huge. Everybody should be using the Instagram bot. We can do live chat for them. We can take over absolutely anything at all that they want. So for us selling this to them and you making a commission off this, then you're getting the whole lot. Are all the main trends in here? Yes, all the main trends are in there as well. So where was I? So you've got, let's have a look at them. Right, we've got the affiliate marketing training, right? This is still coming on, still growing. This is drip fed. So every day there's a new one released. So we've got the chatbot build out, the bot, the niches, email sequence overview, use Facebook post to sell, build opt-in pages, get unlimited traffic to your offer, your lead magnet, your chatbot opt-in, your chatbot and email. Now I'm going to be going into various things like how I would use podcasts, how I would use people of authority. You probably know that I'm on with Mike Filsain shortly. I'm going to show you exactly how I wrote to Mike Filsain and got my offer in front of him, which now means I'm in front of everybody in Groove and how I actually got Groove to want us in there. So we also have all of chatbot trends. So we've got all of this stuff, which is just everything. So we've got segmentation, lists, tags, autoresponders. We've got the payment systems that we use. So obviously we've got 9 payment systems, I believe we've got. So we've got payment APIs, enable payment gateways, all about the common growth tools, all about the subscriber managers, so we can watch all of our subscribers. Got all the live chat in there, so you don't need to go onto Facebook every day and on Instagram every day and all that rubbish, because that takes too long and we don't want to be messing about. We have all the Instagram training. So your Instagram chatbot, which is pretty much the same as your Facebook chatbot. So that really, I'd say pretty much go over to Facebook. You've got your Facebook Messenger. We've got all of that. We've got your Google Sheets. Now, Google Sheets are massive, particularly for your affiliate marketing, because we want to back up all of our leads all the way through. So we've got the Google Sheets. Now, another thing what I keep on saying about, I don't know if everybody caught it the other day, but when we go into Groove, this is huge, right? Because I've been blocked so many times, so annoying. Like, I've been into various different email autoresponders and I keep on getting blocked on the email autoresponders because they don't like affiliate marketers to use email autoresponders. Now with Groove Mail, they've done something really quite special. So what happens is I can spend around about a month setting up all my email sequences. And then once I set them up, then I get a ban and then I've got to start all over again. But I can't put exactly the same sequence in because then all of a sudden that particular sequence doesn't get used and it's just shameful, right? So what we can do with Groove is we can go into, not forms, it's not what I wanted, senders, right? So email senders. So this is awesome, right? Once we set up all of our things, we set up all of our full email autoresponder, we can then send it through Groove Mail SMTP, right? That doesn't cost us anything at all if you've got the upgrade. Now, if Groove, for any chance, which I'm going to put you off at all because they're affiliate marketers, so they know exactly what it's all about. But if they did, you've got Mailgun, you've got SendGrid, you've got Sparkpost, you've got Amazon. So you can just keep on switching your postman, in effect, which is all these are, is little postmen who go out and actually give the messages out. You can change your postman, and so you're not going to get your email banned. So once we get this actually in here, it's going to be great. I'm just now waiting for hours to get it in there. So you got your Google Sheets. So obviously you can make copies of all of your email list, which is the most important thing. I will always want to back up no matter what. You got your broadcasting. So we can send out all the broadcasting to everybody who subscribed to us, as long as we follow the Facebook rules. But we can also send it via SMS and via email. Another huge advantage that we've got is if you didn't want to use GrooveMail, we've actually got full email automation in here as well. But on the SMS side of things, where everybody else charges extra money, we don't do that. And we have all of the SMS providers. And in case we miss one out, we actually give you the ability to add one yourself. So you haven't got no problems there either. We've got complete e-commerce. We've got ridiculous amounts of e-commerce. Our e-commerce is simply put the best. And we can even work in restaurants and takeaways. Our e-commerce is that sort of quick, and we can send out confirmation. We can track the orders. We can do all of that sort of thing. We've got the Going Live software. That's the stuff that I use. So I'll just give you a run through on that. We have a bit on restaurant marketing. So we have that one in there. So offering SMMA and email, building your food ordering app. We've got your templates. That's going to be getting grown out a lot. We've got get clients with Facebook. This is an excellent method of getting clients if you're going to be going into agency work and things like that. This is how I will get most of my clients, because then the clients are coming to you and they can start seeing what your things are. Sales and marketing with Chatbot, part 1. There's going to be an awful lot more of this going out, just that I know you guys wanted. Affiliate marketing. We've got the digital marketing manifesto, which is your book. We've got your Groove funnels training, which is all in there as well. And we've got your more successful YouTube ads. That's a separate purchase if anybody wants it. Which these are YouTube ads that I've used as my own swipe files, so I know which ones are successful and which ones aren't. Now, there's going to be so much more added to this. That as well, it's basically growing every day. You probably noticed that I'm on live almost every day. So this means you're going to get the best training as fast as what I can get it. So as soon as I get the training, you're going to get it. Well, as soon as I've got the training practiced, make sure it works, then you're going to get the training as well. So has anybody got any more questions? Sorry, because I know I sort of flew through that. But I would honestly say this alone, once this works in tandem with ours, this will be unreal. I can't recommend this highly enough because of this section right here. It does the same thing what Active Campaign does. I love Active Campaign. I'm now shutting down all my active campaigns and I'm taking it out and I'm going back into this little lot. Particularly while we'll try and get it all working. Once that's all in place, then it's going to be unreal. It's just going to be unstoppable. So you've got an awful lot of stuff. All the main trends in here. Yes, all the main trends are in there, but like I say, there's more and more coming all of the time. This video will be getting uploaded into the 5-day. As from after tomorrow, I think this is day 4. After tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll have all 5 days in there. I'll then send you over the brand new thing with all the videos already in there, so that you can use it straight away. Just put it on your site. I would strongly suggest getting a URL from someone like Namecheap. Get your email autoresponder as well. I think it's $2 or something silly like this. $2 for your email autoresponder in your URL name. So you've got a professional one. Found them? No problem. Right. So you've got all your URL and put your username and your email as well, so you can set up your email correctly. I put up training yesterday on how to do the emails as well. So that's all in there too. And that's about it for today, to be honest, if there's no more questions. So that's the way that I would do it. I'll keep these all the downloaded links are in the Facebook group. I didn't see them in the site. Yes, all the download links are all in the group. Because I haven't put them all in the membership site as yet. I've got a stack to put back up there. I've actually got a ridiculous amount that's got to go in that membership site. So I'm on playing catch up at the minute, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to have everything caught up with in the next few days. I've got high hopes for myself in the next few days because I want everything sorted long before I go on the live with Mike, because that would be a nightmare if I'm not. I'm going to end up in major problems. So everything will be sorted. There's a lot more training there. There's a 10K in 10 days training. That's for agencies, and that's productizing your services. So you can start selling SaaS software as a service, as well as selling yourself as a service. Because obviously agencies that only have I think the period is about 3 months. The normal standard period customer stays with them. So this way means that you're going to get customer for an awful lot longer. Still going through it. Yeah, there's an awful lot of videos that tends to say I'm pretty sure I've made more videos than this, and then I'll keep on losing the videos what I've made. I know they're all in my YouTube somewhere, But that's it for now, because unfortunately I've got my mother trying to get hold of us desperately. So I shall say adieu and speak soon. Right, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.